Okay, so I'm super excited for today's video. I want to prepare you. Don't shoot me for this one. So, what I want to talk to you about is unplugging from TV and the news. I would also suggest that you lessen your time on social media. I am so guilty of that one. So, I did this about 4 or 5 years ago. I turned off our TV subscription and I had no TV. That's I had Netflix, but I was really selective. I don't watch a lot of TV. Since that experience, I just don't. I do not watch the news. I'm very selective about what I watch, what I listen to, whatever I'm putting into my body, whether it's visually or through sound. I want it to make me feel uplifted. I want to gain something from it. So, I encourage you for the next 30 days to unplug from the news. If nothing else, just unplug from the news. Now, I know there is somebody out there that's like freaking out, like, how am I going to know what's going on? Trust me when I say you will know exactly what you need to do when you need to do it. So when we unplug from this stuff, the news is such a high level of stress, and it's such a concentrated form of fear that we don't even realize how it's impacting us. Everything that's going on in the political arena right now is just such a high level of stress. When we just decide to unplug from it from like 30 days, we can actually feel ourselves just kind of calming down. It's just an added stress that we don't need. So, as far as TV goes, what I would suggest is if you decide that you want to unplug from TV for 30 days, amazing. I think it would be an amazing experience for you. And you're going to live, trust me, I promise. um, but if you decide that you want to continue to watch your TV shows, how do they make you feel? Do you feel uplifted and inspired when you watch them, or do you feel icky and like kind of dingy, like depressed? What are you feeling when you're watching these things? What are you putting into your body? So just become aware. What are your the people around you watching? Namely your children. Obviously, you don't have control over what your partner's watching. If my husband watches things that I will not watch, he definitely watches things that are just not in my realm of what I want to experience anymore. So if he's watching something, I just go in another room and play on my iPad or do whatever. I just take myself out of the situation. But we're very selective about what our child watches. She usually watches something educational, or we let her watch Disney stuff. But I would just be aware of what are your children watching? What are you putting into their little minds? What are you allowing them to absorb? Because they are such little sponges and they're absorbing all these things. And there's enough going around them that just the added visual thing can be stressful. So I encourage you to also detach from social media a little bit. So become aware. How much are you on social media? This is challenging for me because I have an online business, but I know that I'm on social media too much. How much are you on Pinterest? How much are you on Instagram? How much are you on Facebook? What are you doing? Like, is it mindless or is it creative? So just start becoming aware of how are you spending your time? Is it inspiring or is it draining? That's just kind of what I want you to start to tune into. When I am doing these things, how do I feel? How does my body feel? How does it make me feel? Now, for those of you that aren't TV watchers, because I'm not a TV watcher, like I said, for me, when I'm like doing self care, sometimes I actually need to watch TV to just unplug. So, if you are not an avid TV watcher, if you don't spend a lot of time sitting and watching TV, maybe you would enjoy an hour of like some kind of show. So, just you'll figure that out and what type of personality you are. Maybe you're a bookworm and you don't like to watch too much TV. Maybe for you, that would be something that would unplug your brain. If you are an avid TV watcher, avid news watcher, maybe you can find a hobby to do for the next 30 days. Maybe there's something that a project around your house that you've been meaning to do, but your time has been consumed with the TV. Maybe you want to paint. Maybe you want to read a book. Maybe you want to spend that time playing with your children or creating some new kind of space in your house. So get really creative with this. What could you do with all the time that you're watching TV? What could you do with all the time that you're watching or playing on social media? All right, guys, I cannot wait to see what happens. Bye.